What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be reviewing something I found on Amazon that I really like. This is the Savior Equipment 36-inch dual gun case. It was like $70 on Amazon, and yeah, let's dive into it. Starting off here, got 3 main front pouches. One of them has a little Velcro tab on it. Put whatever you want on there. Next off, we got each of these side pouches. Room for a couple mags. Got 22 5.56 mags in here. Has 2 to 3 slots, kind of depending on what size you go in, what size mags you put in there. That's the same on this side here. Another 2 mags. Room for maybe a Glock mag or something else in there, but pretty much 2 to 3 mags will fit in here. And then in the middle, got another one. Again, all these are they have got the buckles and the Velcro, so they're pretty secure. You're not gonna dump anything out. Inside of this one, I've got my ear protection and some extra ear plugs to keep on hand. Then wiggle these out of here. Yeah, so pretty deep pocket there. Fits the ear protection in there just fine. Now getting into it here, we unstrap the top handle, unclip both of these, and then there is some zippers. Like I said earlier, this thing, your guns are secure in this. It's super sturdy. All the zippers are pretty well built. And then yeah, let's take a peek on the inside. First off, first gun, got my GSG 16 22 long rifle. Has these nice straps to keep the gun all strapped in. This is a 36-inch case, like I said, so this thing I have to extend the stock out a little bit just to secure it into each side. But yeah, it has these nice little flaps to stick the end of the barrel down into, and then another one on the other side for the butt. And then it has this really nice middle layer to keep your guns from rubbing up against each other. And then on the other side here, I got my PSA Jackal. This is a 16-inch Jackal, and it barely fits. I shouldn't say barely, there's some room to extend the stock, but it is a little snugger of a fit. Again, you got these straps across the rifle here. Then yeah, another 2 pockets for the gun to tuck down into and strap in. Lift these up, kind of slide her up in there, and should be all secure. Now, one of the main reasons I bought this case in particular is because of the back side here. So this back has 2 main straps that work as a backpack with the buckle in the middle, so you can carry this thing into the range and out of the range just like you would a backpack. Keeps both guns, you know, secure, safe. It makes it a lot easier to carry around when it's on your back versus trying to hold it on the side. However, this is also the side handle. It's really sturdy. It has straps that come across both sides. That ain't going nowhere. It's another way to carry it, but I prefer putting it on the back. Going back to the front here, you got your front pockets, you got ear protection falling out. You also got this zipper pocket here, just behind your front bags, but not part of your gun storage area. And this is a nice extra little organizational pocket. I keep my targets in here, and some spare mags. I got my 110 round drum mag for my 22, and then yeah, just some other little pockets. I haven't started filling all these yet, but it's really nice to keep everything kind of organized and all separate. And then on top of that, also has a couple of these little pockets. They're not very big, but they are nice to keep like the gun locks and stuff in them. There's one on each side of here. And that's about it for pockets wise. We've also got all these straps, is what I'd call it, off the front. They do make loops, so you could pretty much use carabiners and hook anything you really want to onto the outside of this. Once again, all velcroed down and then buckled. Velcro, 2 buckles. Got a patch, velcro right here. Velcro, buckle. And then what's nice is across the bottom, you can tighten up if you're only going to use one gun. And here you can cinch these down so that it's a little tighter to the rifle inside, versus having it fully extended for the dual rifle. So got it all buttoned back up again. Got all these nice buckles to keep everything closed and tight. You can cinch them all down. Another thing I wanted to point out was each of these zippers has the hole where they come together so that you can lock them. So both on the front, a little pocket here where my targets are, and most importantly the one where you keep your guns. Those are lockable zippers, so that you can just throw a little lock right there. Everything's all locked up, you know, no one's gonna get into that. I'm gonna flip this around here, and I'm gonna show you the back side. So I love to use this thing as a backpack. And so with the backpack, you got your main adjustable straps. If I can get this thing to stay out of the way. Main adjustable straps, both sides. Lots of D-ring style loops, all very secure. And then yeah, across the front you have your buckles right here. Look at this real quick. You got the buckles here. Again, all adjustable straps. More D-rings to keep it all together. This handle is just the front one up there. But yeah, it's super nice to be able to use as a backpack. Way easier to carry than just trying to swing around with your arms. Okay guys, so I got it all opened up again. We're gonna show you how it is to take your guns out and then be able to use it as a pad to lay down on if you're shooting. So always make sure you open up. I try to keep my guns pointing the same direction when I put them in here, just that when you open it up, you can keep them both pointed away from you or others. Never keep your guns loaded in the bags. You can have loaded mags, but don't keep it in there, just because you wouldn't want something going off inside the bag while you're walking around with it, and potentially harming you or somebody else, or shooting something you don't want to shoot. Always shoot guns as if they're loaded. Got these straps again here. We'll take these off, slide out the butt, pull it back. Now you've got your gun out. It's real simple to use. And then once you have both firearms out, look at this one, you can fold this guy over, and then you can use this as like a whole setup area pad. You can lay on it. If you're shooting out your back of your truck like I generally do, it's nice to have something to lay on. So you have your rifle set up, and then you lay this down flat. Sometimes these bags in the front get in the way a little bit, but this side, since it doesn't have any bags on the back, it usually lays pretty flat, so I'll just kind of lay on this side. And then yeah, we'll get to shooting.